Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Nekopon and welcome to Umamusume. I am so happy about this, and I've been playing the game since the release of the Japanese version, so I'm gonna be here to give you some tips and tricks for the EN release. If you're interested in watching me play live, you can follow me on Twitch, and that link will be down below. Without further ado, let's go into my Umamusume global release tier list! First thing to note is that all the characters are actually farmable in the future, like you can get pieces for them and eventually get the character. So don't feel like you'll miss out on any of them. So, as long as you dedicate yourself to the game, you're gonna be fine and you're gonna get all of them. If you're looking for some characters that you don't see on the list here, don't worry, like Gold Ship Vodka, Daiwa Scarlet, Grass Wonder, Alcantara Pasa, etc. They're all actually like 1 and 2 stars at this point, which means they're basically really easy to obtain and you will get them in no time. Now, how I'm gonna do this tier list is I will evaluate the Umas based on their ease of training and versatility, as in like long-term investments, maybe like events or other things that they can do. All of this is just my personal opinion, so if you have a favorite girl or a different way to play, feel free to just pick the one you like. So the first one is gonna be Special Week. This one is Season 1's main character, aka the poster child of Umamusume. She is a surger, and we'll find that most characters that are backline racers, like surgers and closers, are going to be harder to train in the beginning just because they need more power on top of speed and stamina to really shine in most cases. Now, Special Week is no exception to this. She's not one of the easiest characters to train in the beginning, but she is really cute. Her unique skill isn't used very often in Inheritance, but there are some cases you will want it. It's not completely useless. To make your life just a little bit easier with her, I would say to actually change her strategy in the beginning to be a chaser instead, just for the training, so it's a little bit easier for you in the beginning of the game. She also specializes in medium and long races, which means she will also need some stamina in order to complete her training, which means you're gonna have to get a little bit more stats in order to complete her training. So where I'm gonna put her is probably just not easy. At least this is my personal opinion. I don't find her to be super easy to train in the beginning, unlike Silent Suzuka that we have right here. Silent Suzuka, I would say, is one of the easiest characters to train in the beginning. I did an experiment with her where I only trained like speed and wit the entire time, and she still won the entire training. So as a runner, she loves staying in the front, so keep all that speed on her as much as possible. She will need a little bit of stamina to complete her training because she does have a few like medium races, but it's really nothing too straining to do. You can even just like inherit it or something like that. So I'm gonna put her on easy to train. She's not very versatile though, so I'm just gonna put her right here, easy to train. So the next one is gonna be Tokai Teo. Now I'm gonna put Tokai Teo and Mejuro McQueen kind of like at the same time. Not only are they besties, they are also very similar in my opinion when it comes to how difficult it is to train them. You're gonna have an easier time with Mejuro McQueen just because she has more stamina skills to help you out. There are some long races they have to do, so they both have Tenosho Spring Race, which is a choke point for a lot of beginner racers. It's a very long race and you'll want about like 800 stamina or some stamina skills. So Mejuro McQueen's a little bit easier to train in comparison to Tokai Teo in my opinion, but they're both kind of average, not too hard and not too easy. Okay, the next one we're gonna look at is Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap is very popular right now because of Cinderella Grey. I mean, Oguri Cap has always been popular, but especially because of Cinderella Grey right now. So if you haven't watched that yet, you definitely should. I need to catch up on it myself. But Oguri Cap is one of my highly recommended. She's very versatile. In the beginning, you don't have too many options. So having someone that's versatile is gonna help you a lot into doing various things in the game. Her unique skill is versatile as well to pass down. A lot of people can use this. In the beginning, there's not too many versatile dirt racers, so she can do a little bit of everything, right? She will have good use for a very long time. Not to mention, she's quite easy to train and can do both chaser and surger well. She'll be very easy to use. She's gonna go all the way up here. She's easy to train. She's versatile, and I know I keep using that word, but that's really important in the beginning of the game. You don't want to get stuck not being able to do something. Then we have Taiki Shuttle. This is Taiki's shuttle. Oh shoot, I need to put her back. Wait. Is also really good as a dirt racer that has longevity in the game. However, she is mostly for short and mile races, so a little bit different from Ogre Cap. And she specializes as a chaser only at her base, so she's a little bit less versatile than Ogre Cap, but she is easier to train since her training does not need any stamina at all. She can just mostly focus on speed because she only does like short and mile races. Her unique skill is not particularly like useful to pass down, so I'm gonna stick her at easy to train. Okay, I'm gonna do Maruzensky next because she is pretty easy to train, but she can only do runner style, specializing in miles, so she's not super versatile, not super useful either. Her unique skill is nice to inherit though, but I think at the beginning of the game, it's just like not that important compared to some of the other options you have. So I'm gonna put her at like average, maybe easy to train. Let's just put her in easy to train. I'm gonna go with Simboli Rudolph next, which is this character right here. Simboli Rudolph is a solid racer with a skill that is very versatile to pass down to future racers. I highly recommend her. She does need some stamina to get through her training since she also has the dreaded Tenosho Spring, but I feel like her kit makes it easier for her to break through, and she is just great in general in the beginning for inheritance. So I'm gonna put her up here, easy to train, good versatility. Yeah, I think she belongs up here. Makes me want to put some of these down, but that's okay. This is still good. So I put Rice Shower last because she is my favorite. So lastly, we have Rice Shower, my beloved. She is my favorite and in my opinion, the hardest to train, unfortunately. Her second race is a mile race, which she has a C in. So you have to inherit her with miles or blast through it with speed or something like that. She also has the dreaded Tenosho Spring race, so she needs a ton of stamina as well. Not all her skills are helpful either, so she has a pretty hard time in training. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I train Rice, she gets like upset or sick or cry at me at random times, like all the time. So she's actually pretty difficult to work with for me, but none of this have ever stopped me from choosing her. So you shouldn't either if you love her like I do. So I'm gonna put her down here, which is I love you and I'm sorry. But yeah, this is gonna be my tier list for now. So on top, you're gonna want, for me, in my opinion, Ogre is gonna be the most useful one. And then we have all these right here that are pretty easy to train. So you wanna just get through, you know, these are gonna be really, really fun to get through. Tokai Teo and Mejuda McQueen are average. If you can do these, that's not bad at all. Spit and Rice are going to be difficult. At least in my opinion, they're both very difficult for me to train. So especially in the beginning, but eventually once you get used to the game and you have the cards that you need, you can train anyone and you'll figure out how to do it relatively quickly once you know like the ins and outs of the game. So hopefully this information was helpful to you, and let me know if you have any questions. Come train with me live on Twitch and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!